Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and I talk a lot about Salesforce. Today we're going to be creating a date field within Salesforce. This one is a pretty standard field within Salesforce and it can be used in a variety of different scenarios. A lot of them are going to deal with, is it like a due date or a close date of a deal, a date last contacted, a close by date like we mentioned. For our example here, we're going to use our classes object that we created. So showing the different classes that we need to take for our college degree or our degree path. So I'm going to add a register by date. So let's go ahead and jump into the back end of Salesforce by going to the gear icon and then to setup. Next, let's go ahead and go into the object manager. Now, whatever object that you are creating this new field for, go ahead and search for that and add it. I'm going to search for my object here. That is called class. So I'm going to select that one and go to fields and relationships. Now going to click new. We're going to select the custom field type, which is going to be date. Now I'm going to hit next. Now we're going to do the field label. This is just going to be the field name. There is also another spot here for you to add field name. That is going to be an auto-generated field with just what you input from the field label. So I'm going to call this register by date. Now, because the field name, that's going to be the API name, it's going to have underscores underneath or in the place of where a space would be. Now, the description, this is going to be the description for the field on the back end of Salesforce. So what you are telling other admins or other developers about this field. So if it's a complex field, then you should add something there so they know the purpose of it. However, a register by date, that's going to be self-explanatory within the object of class when we are listing out all of our different classes. Another one is going to be the help text. I am going to say last day to register for this class per the degree path. Actually, let's make this all make sense with all the capitals here. So I'm going to have that there. Help text is going to show up for the user to give some more context to help them understand more about what this field is supposed to be. Now, you can add this after the fact as well, which can be helpful if some users get really confused on certain fields or not. But it can be helpful, and I'll show you when we go in and test to make sure that this field is there. We can have this be required, but I'm going to have this not be required currently. Things can change later, and we can change that. I'm going to add this to the custom report type, so then we can see this on a report. Going to click next. Now we're going to see the field level security. This is who can access what, who can see what, who can edit this field. So because I'm the only one in this org, in this Salesforce instance, I don't have to set this for anyone. But if you are doing this in your regular Salesforce org, I do recommend that you test this out for whoever you want to see this. So typically profiles are going to be for specific job functionalities. So typically a department is going to have its own profile. So you can see here under custom, it's going to be marketing profile. So this is going to be for the marketing users. You can also see for the sales profile, that's typically going to be for the sales department as well as support profile. They can get access through other ways. So if you wanted to have, let's say, a sales person not have access to this, then don't have it accessible via the profile, but you can have them added on with a permission set later on if it's used for a sales manager. Hopefully that made sense. I'm going to leave this how it is and click next. Now I'm going to have this added to the page layout, so just going to have it be visible when we go and check it out on the front end of Salesforce. I'm going to click save, and that should create the field right there. We can see that the register by date is created. Now, it can take some time for the front end of Salesforce to catch up with the changes that you make on the back end. This is from different reasons depending on the servers that are working that day, what kind of stress they're under, how much metadata you have in your own org of Salesforce can contribute to latency issues. Refreshing the page typically helps. If it persists more than 15 to 30 minutes, I typically recommend that you look at if there are any other issues that might be happening with you not being able to access it. Let's go ahead and check it out on the front end. I went to the waffle over here in the top left corner, and I'm searching for classes. I'm going to go into my test record and see if our new field has been created. It has not been created quite yet, so I'm going to refresh it. That's okay. But now we have that register date or register by date. You can see here that we have the help text, which is the last day to register for this class per the degree path. So if we wanted to have this be, so right now I'm recording this in December. If we wanted it to be for, let's say, winter semester, we could have it be December 31st is the last day to register for this test class. Let's go ahead and hit save here. And there you go. We can see that that has saved. But I hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a like, subscribe. You can check out the courses on Salesforce Upskill, Udemy Business, and on LinkedIn Learning. You can connect me on LinkedIn at Emily Call MBA. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.